All right, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the BFIT Boys podcast, where today it's not just boys in the room. We have our first lady guest, Heidi, very highly requested on our social media. We put a poll up on Instagram, and people said that they wanted to hear from you next, Heidi. So brought you on, and since it's, special guest, the first lady of BFIT, Brad wanted to do a special segment where we ask Heidi some questions. She gives us her answers. Brad comes in the room, and then we see if Brad knows the answers of what Heidi said. So it's like a how well do you know your spouse type of deal. So we'll see what Brad scores on this. So, Heidi, first question. Your last meal on earth, what are you having?
100% a cheeseburger and fries with a fried egg.
Fried egg on the cheeseburger?
Yes.
Nice, that's good. Jake's has that.
Uh-huh.
Jake's Bar and Grill. That's really good. Okay. Anything specific to drink or?
Water.
Okay, water. Last meal on earth. Spoiling yourself with some water.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2, what was your go-to toy as a kid?
Every year for Christmas, I asked for a baby doll.
Okay.
Yep.
Every year?
Every year for 12 years.
Wow. So you had a lot of baby dolls then?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Good answer. What things did you and Brad do on your guys' first date?
We had a great first date. He came over and we went and shot guns at a friend's house of his. And then after we shot guns, we went to watch Batman.
Wow.
And then after Batman, we went to Wendy's and got chicken nuggets. Came back to my house. He made a comment on how fast I ate the chicken nuggets.
Oh my gosh.
I was very hungry. And then we played carpet ball, which I beat him. Okay. And that was the date.
Awesome. Wow. Awesome. Do you think he's going to remember all of those things?
He might.
Okay. We'll see. If you could live anywhere else, where would you live?
Time out. For the first date, he might have to throw in there that he did take a shower at my house because he had this whole story about how he was living at someone's house far away and he needed to take a shower at my house.
Oh, okay.
So that's what started the date.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So shotguns, took a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Great first date. All right. If you could live anywhere else, where would you live?
Florida,
100%.
Yes. Beach life, baby.
Yes.
Every day, all day.
Get out of this Midwest cold.
Yes.
And last but not least, what is one of Brad's quirks that is your biggest pet peeve?
My sweet husband has a few. He says so a lot as he closes his eyes. But that's not it. He smacks his mouth very loudly when he eats his food because he loves food so much. But I think the biggest one would probably be when he works out at BFIT and he has his sweaty clothes and he will leave them either at BFIT or in his Jeep for numerous days in a row. And then he comes home with like 10 outfits covered in sweat. And I have to put them all in the wash machine. There
Christmas
it is.
came early. 10 dirty outfits to wash. That's the biggest one.
Probably.
Okay, cool. All right. So let's bring Brad in and see if he gets some of these questions right.
What up, hot stuff?
I bet actually you get a lot of them right. Brad.
Please tell me that was right. Am I sitting here?
Yeah. Yep. All right. So Heidi gave us her Heidi gave us her answers for these 5 questions. Let's see how well Brad knows his spouse. So the first question, Brad, was, if Heidi had one meal left on Earth, what is she having?
Ooh. I know if it was breakfast, it would be tea and Big Bars.
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about that.
So that's that. For lunch, I think she might have a deli sandwich.
We were just kind of doing like last meal in general.
Yeah, just one meal.
Yeah.
Not a whole day.
Well, no vegetables. Probably a cheeseburger with egg on it.
Ooh, okay. You're going down the right path.
From Black Sheep. And she would probably have French fries
Okay.
with ketchup.
What's she having to drink? You're 2 for 2 so
Water,
far.
maybe?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, that's right.
Good
Nice.
job, love.
So
water.
you got the main.
Did I even name the right restaurant? Black Sheep?
I didn't name the restaurant.
Yeah. All right, there we go. You got the main dish, the side, and the drink. Good.
Boom.
1 for 1 so far.
That's right.
Okay, what was Heidi's go-to toy as a kid?
Oh, gosh.
Like the main thing she was into.
Black color. Black fingernails.
But a
Well,
toy,
I know,
yeah,
toy.
something she's playing.
I don't know. Hold on. It wasn't Barbie's, was it? Nope. I tell by the look.
I was not a Barbie girl.
Maybe Super Nintendo.
No. I'm not a gamer either.
She's gaming 24/7.
Is he allowed to guess this many times?
Can I have a
gets
hint?
one more.
Can I phone a friend? Can I have a hint? Something like drop me a little nugget.
I don't know.
Okay.
Think deeper.
That's not a nugget.
Oh, you've never seen some baby pics of her or toddler pics of her?
I have, but I don't remember ever seeing toys. I mean, I remember Holly doing glamour shots. But no, I don't remember.
It goes along with what I want to do with my whole life.
Baby dolls.
There we go.
I guess I consider Barbie the same as that.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
I mean, like, I don't really have classifications.
A doll's a doll.
Adult doll.
But you can't.
if it
You
wasn't-
can't cradle a Barbie doll.
Why not?
You can cradle a baby doll.
True.
You know.
True. Did you even watch the Barbie movie, Brad?
I did.
No. All right, number 3. What did you guys do on your first date?
Oh, we went to see The Dark Knight, and we got chicken nuggets afterwards at Wendy's.
Okay.
And I was like, "Whoa, you ate them that fast?"
Wow, you're getting all the specifics right.
Yeah. Did she mention that she asked me out?
No.
That's
Yeah.
false. But we can
Interesting.
continue.
We might have this argument.
We can talk about this later.
She asked me as to be a friend on Facebook.
Mm.
That's
Along with
not
3 other
asking
Brad
someone out.
Durhams.
On Facebook, but who asked like for the in-person date?
Big
Oh,
boy.
me. I was like, let's cut
okay.
the chatter out. Let's go out and have a
Okay.
date.
But she was the
She was
spark.
the initiator.
Yeah, okay. There you go, Heidi.
But she also asked 3 other Brad Durhams. Let's make sure we address this. And one guy, actually, a couple guys responded to you, 1 or 2.
No, there's only 2. You were 1. The other one was 2.
This is how it goes in our life.
Yep. There you go.
Is that all we did
anything
on our
else? Heidi
That's it.
mentioned about like two or 3 more things that you guys did.
Oh, first date?
Yeah.
Oh, I took a shower at her house. Did I use the facilities on the first date?
No.
I don't remember. Do you want me to tell them the comment I made? If you don't mind riding a 2008 Jeep Wrangler.
You made a lot of comments, but
I don't know. I think that's about all I can remember.
Okay.
I was so taken by your beauty.
Oh wow. That's a
Or
good
my-
way out. That's a good way out.
or my frizzy hair that he commented on too.
Oh gosh.
Hey, you always have your hair that short?
It was a humid day because what were we doing?
Oh, we went and shot guns.
There we go.
That was our first date.
Nice.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
we did all that on
Yeah.
the same day.
And
Yeah,
we
you
ended
guys
with
did a lot.
carpet ball, and I beat you.
Oh, that happens.
Dang.
Well, one day I don't know.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, Brad, you're doing pretty good. You're
I was thinking that was 2 different dates. I didn't connect that.
gotcha. Yeah. No, that was a lot.
I thought it was a different. No, just wait. I didn't say that.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we'll cut that part out.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4. If Heidi could live anywhere else, where would? Okay.
I hear that daily.
Well, I asked her. I was like, "Do you talk about that a lot?" She's like, "Oh yeah, every day." Doesn't like the cold at all.
No.
Yeah. All right, that was a quick one. Number 5. So it might get interesting. What was one of, what is one of your quirks, Brad, that is Heidi's biggest pet peeve?
Which one do you want to know?
You guys are saying the exact same things. That's exactly what she said. Just so many.
Well, like, don't spit your loogies in the sink. There's a lot of them. I just can't think of them right now. I mean, don't fill up her water bottle.
You don't fill up her water bottle?
No, do not fill up her
Oh,
water
wow.
I like to calculate how much I'm drinking.
Yeah,
So if I'm not done with my water bottle, don't try to fill it
gotcha.
up because then I don't know
Wow.
how much I drank.
Just trying to help.
Yeah, I would think that's like a way that you
I
could
know,
be
right?
nice. But
Don't, on Sunday mornings, don't take the kids to go get in the car and wait for her while she's getting ready. Are any of these that you've mentioned?
No.
No, these
I
are
told
new.
Jack
These are
there was
new.
a few though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sit at the dinner table. Do not put your feet out and touch her toes with your feet. She hates it when people touch her feet. You touch her feet with your feet. Is that one of them?
No.
Yes. You're just coming up with all new ones now.
This isn't really me. This is the kid. She hates loud noises while trying to eat dinner. She likes to be calm and
Yep.
settling. And with Bear and Knox, there's no calmness at dinner. Is that one?
Nope.
No.
It's controlled chaos.
It is. It is. Tranquilizers are needed. Give me a hint. Like, what's it around? Is it around the kitchen, the bathroom, my clothing?
Clothing.
Ooh.
I forgot about the loogie in the sink though. That might have topped it.
No, the clothing. Don't leave your sweaty clothes in the in your bag.
Ooh.
There it is.
Don't put them in the don't put them in the hamper either. Leave them on the floor so they don't make everything else wet.
That's it. You got it.
Oh, that was it?
When
Yeah.
you wait 10 days to bring
Oh,
your
okay. Like
clothes
my
home.
Jeep's got like 18 pairs of sweats in it.
Yeah,
and then
like
I bring-
sweaty sweats. Yeah.
Yeah, but the laundry's in our room. I mean, hey, just so we're all clear, I offer to do the laundry, but I'm always told not to touch it. That I just want to make sure that's everybody knows that I try to do laundry and I'm told no.
You run BFIT, I run the homestead.
Boom. That's how it
Fair
goes. That's how it goes. Nice.
So,
She's got her system.
Yep.
She does.
Can't
She
mess it
does.
up.
Even when she hangs up the clothes, there's a system.
Yes.
Color coded and all facing a certain way.
Oh, really? Like in your closet?
In my
Yes.
closet. And she
Ooh,
expects me
wow.
to try to maintain that.
No, I do it for him.
That's
But
cool.
if I take a shirt off, that's why I throw it up.
But
on
you can
top.
find them quick. It's color coded and
Yeah,
they're all
yeah.
facing the same direction.
Yeah.
If I take
yeah.
one down, I'm like, I'm not hanging this back up, so I toss it on the top.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. 3-ball. Whoosh. Yeah. No, I have my closet sorted, not color coded, but it's like pants and then short sleeve collar, long sleeve collar, then like hoodies, jackets. So it's
Yeah.
like lightest to heaviest.
And it makes it easy to
which
find
is
your stuff.
interesting. Yeah. But
All the time that I was a bachelor, I barely hung stuff up. I didn't. When I did hang up, it just went in the closet. Just move over.
Well, that's when we dated. That's what we did. We had a trade. You would mow my grass if I did your laundry.
Yep.
it's a good system.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been going on for about 15 years now.
There you go.
Because we started dating 16 years ago.
We had,
It's gonna be 15 in August. Honey, 15 years married. It's so great. You just forgot, right?
that's right.
Nice. Nice. Well,
I just gave
congratulations.
the camera an eye roll, by the way. On that.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Brad. You got 5 out of 5
Boom.
questions. There you go. Nice.
So not to throw you under the bus.
Good job, love.
Yeah. You got some husband points today.
Right.
Some brownie points.
Put
Heck
money
yeah.
in the bank, in the words of Bob Miller. No, Finch Sprouse.
That wasn't Bob, yeah.
That's Finch Sprouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Finch Sprouse, Campus Crusade Director at Missouri State.
Boom. You got to have at least 6 shout outs on every podcast.
Exactly,
episode, you
right?
know? Yeah, but nice. This is a good segue because you guys mentioned, like Brad runs BFIT and Heidi runs the homestead.
Is that okay on the screen?
Yeah, we're good. So, one of my questions as we kind of transition into like the more conversation part of it is, Yeah, how has it been being the wife of a business owner, Heidi? Because like marriage just in and of itself is like hard. If that's the only thing that you have to focus on, and then throwing a business in the middle of that greatly affects your marriage, like that's got to come with some challenges and different dynamics. So yeah, just wanted to hear some early memories of, I don't know, how you guys adjusted, how you guys made it work. Maybe both of your guys' point of view, just anything in general. I'm sure people would appreciate hearing that story. So,
Well, I do feel like when Brad and I started dating, we both very clearly knew what we wanted. So like one of our first conversations we had was that I wanted to be a stay-home mom and I wanted to have kids. So if that was not in his future, then I was not the girl for him. So at first he was not into that, but he eventually let me do that. So when Brad came to me and said that he wanted to open a business, at the time it was going to be sports performance, I was like, okay, that's fine, because something I know about Brad is he is a leader. He has always taken care of me, so I knew that I would always be taken care of. And I also knew that if Brad wanted to do something, you needed to let him do it.
yeah.
But also, like, in all honesty, I will say about the time he started the business is when I really wanted to have a baby.
Nice.
So there was some resentment because I was like, how come you get to do what you want to do, but I don't get to do what I want to do?
So I got you a dog.
So I did get a puppy. Lucy was my baby.
Thank you, Steve Mooney, for taking Lucy away, though.
Because then I had my real baby, and then I had to get rid of Lucy.
Yeah, she could not stand Lucy's fine hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think probably the first few years of BFIT, in all reality, were very hard.
Yeah.
Because Brad was still, like the first year, he was teaching.
First 3 years.
Oh, first 3 years. He was teaching and, like, running BFIT.
Wow.
And it started at, like, Central Track and Anytime Fitness. And then he branched off to the little place by the mall. And then he eventually, like when I was pregnant with Anaya, is when he moved to this building. And so I will say at the time, I was probably selfish, but I was sad that he wasn't home very much because I was pregnant with Anaya the whole time.
Yeah.
So he worked really long hours. So he'd get up at like 5, teach all day, and then do the business till like, 9 o'clock at night? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the first year of it, probably the first 2 years of Anaya's life, like if we wanted to see Brad, we would come here and just hang out.
Yeah.
And watch him coach.
Yeah, that's when I kind of transitioned away from teaching, and at that point, both my partners were gone. I still have one partner that first year or two of Anaya's life, but so it was two of us, and then and Toby transitioned out in 2014. And so, but yeah, those 2 years, the first 2 years of Anaya's life were my first 2 years full time. And 1 year was still teaching in here and then full time here. And so there was just that, like, oh crap, I got to make sure this thing goes, because now my whole family's livelihood is dependent upon this.
Yeah.
There's no more, oh, well, if it fails, I still have my teaching job. I mean, I could have went back and got it. Maybe. I kind of think made the district mad because I took all my sick days. But
yeah.
Hey, I started with like 48 that semester. I ended with 12. So
there you go.
Yeah, that last semester. But yeah, it was long hours and a lot of work for sure.
Yeah.
But even though it was like stressful, I think he was doing what he wanted to do, own a business, and I was doing what I wanted to do, be a mom.
Yeah.
It was just hard because we weren't really doing anything together. Because he was doing business and I was doing home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably didn't go on but 1, maybe 2 dates that year.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you look back on it, I mean, I don't remember, I know we went on, I don't even know that. I know we went to San Diego when Naya was like 18 months. I think that was the first trip that we took together, and we took Naya with us, but that's the first trip from after she was born.
Yeah.
Wow.
18 months
Dang.
later, yeah.
Guys just decided to knock out all the big, life milestones at a time. It's like, all right, we'll just get married, start a business, and have a kid in 4 or 5 years.
Well, we got married a little later. I mean,
we were older.
I was 27, you were 26, right, when we got married?
Yep.
And so it was like one of those things of, I'm already going to be a super old dad because of Bear, but I didn't want to be a grandpa either,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Did having Anaya, your first child, like motivate you in the business, or did it? I don't know, because I hear a lot of times it's like when people are like chasing their dreams, but they have like a kind of fail safe. It's like, oh, I'll do it, and then if it works out, then I'll commit to it. But like sometimes when you don't have like a fail safe, like, oh, I've got to provide for other people, that can either motivate you more or just like make you quit right away. I don't know. So like, did it, once like a baby was in the picture, did that like motivate you even more?
Probably so.
No, I'd say he was motivated from the get-go. He was like, whew.
Yeah.
He was like ready to go. When we had Anaya is when he actually had 3 BFIT locations.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
it was like,
so you were
whew.
kind of rolling
Well,
already.
it was, rolling, but like not making any money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we had made some decisions as partners that, looking back probably wasn't the greatest. And looking back, if I had to do it again, I never would. But, we had to deal the cards we played, or we had to, play off the cards we played, however you say that word. But the thing of it is like, I wanted to make sure that this didn't fail. I wanted to make sure my wife was taken care of. I didn't want to go back to teaching because teaching wasn't financially going to provide for us, and I was going to be gone just as much teaching as I was being here. So I'd rather work. We went dark. Is it okay?
Yeah, we're
all right. I wanted to be at least in charge of my own job if I'm going to be gone this much.
Yeah.
And teaching I was being, it was great and all, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. And I enjoyed coaching, but again, I wanted to work with kids who wanted to be there versus kids who, like they were there, but they didn't want to work as hard as what I thought was like ideal.
Yeah. Because everyone goes to school, so you have to be there. But if you're signing up for the gym, like if you're signing up for suffering, you've got to at least want it a little bit at some point.
Down, you know what I mean? So it's like if you're gonna pay this money, you're gonna put, you're investing financially, you're gonna invest physically also.
Yeah.
When I think as your wife, I saw that, like, sure, you taught, but his passion was not teaching. Mm-hmm. And also knowing that you had come out of youth ministry and how you just wanted to spread your wings more. I think that's what helped with him opening BFIT, and what made me more relaxed about it was knowing that he was doing what he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And I knew, like, okay, if I'm going to stay home, I need to make sure he's doing what he loves, because he's taking care of us, so he better love his job.
Yeah, if he's going to be away, he might as well be doing something that he wants to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so what routines do you guys have in place today? I think you said you've been married like 15 years, so you kind of hopefully got the gym home situation worked out.
I feel like we're a really good team, because
Yeah.
I do, I think sometimes if I was working too, I think it would be pretty impossible, and I think we would be very crazy. I don't think we would have any time together.
I don't think we could do what we do if you were working too.
No, I don't think like I would be able to give to the kids or to Brad or to the homestead.
Yeah.
Because we've tried even like Brad having a little bit more time at home sometimes, and it never fails. Stuff always comes up because he's really good at adjusting for people in the gym. Like if they can't come a certain day, he'll quickly change, or he will stay later to serve them, even if that means we might not see him. Yeah. But I think we just know that that's how it is. And so I'm honestly very thankful that I get to stay home, because then I get to do what I've always wanted to do, take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Well, I think, she mentioned earlier that I wasn't on board at first with the whole like staying home, and that had never been modeled for me. Both my parents worked, and so my dad, was a farmer and then went into the ministry, and so like when I was little, my dad was home a bunch, because we had moved from the farm and he was going to school, so he drove the bus, went to school, and then preached on Sundays. So my dad was always home, because the office was where he went to, he did his homework and he did his ministry preparation.
Yeah.
And then my mom, she's a nurse, so she would normally work, 3 or 4 days a week, but we saw her those other 3 or 4 days, and we saw her, you know what I mean? So like, my parents worked, but they were also available and they were home, whereas somebody's working 9 to 5, or somebody's working as a teacher, you know what I mean? That's a different animal than what I was exposed to. And so for me, always seeing two parents work, it was just this hard thing to wrap my mind around. And I would say that probably caused some conflict the first years of our marriage and the first years of Anaya's life.
Yeah, I don't want to paint like this perfect picture. Brad and Heidi have had a lot of World War IIIs too. We got some holes in the wall.
French onion dip in the face.
Cinnamon in the face.
Hey, but they're good memories now.
Yeah, we can laugh about them now.
Yeah, laugh about them, go on, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say, like through that, I think I found the value in her staying home, and I think that's probably one area where I really grew was, and like was able to come to Heidi's side and be like, hey, like it is really good that you're home. It's really good that you are here, because I don't think that everyone thinks they can have that same opportunity in their lives, but there's a lot of things, we miss out on, and we miss out on, things. And so it's one of those things, we choose to miss out on those things in order to have her stay home. But really, we've done the math a couple times. It's like if she were to go back into the teaching profession, at least like right now, if she went back right now and Bear was still at home, her check would all go to daycare. So it's like, why would we want to do that? You know what I mean? Like, let's either have the daycare raise our children or have mom raise them. So
I think that's what we're both the same on. Like, you very much kind of see BFIT as like a ministry too, where he wants to invest in people, and I very much see like staying home as something very important, because I'm discipling my sweet little babies, and so I'm like, he needs to invest in people at BFIT and our kids, of course, but like my job right now is to raise our kids
and invest in them spiritually and emotionally. I mean, that's probably one of the best things, every day. When, we never know what we get from Bear. I pick him up for Mother's Day out, and, there's always stuff. It's always fun stories coming home. But right now, when she picks up Knox, she has 15 minutes of where she's got Knox, just her and Knox from the day, and he gets a chance to tell her everything that was good and bad. And
mainly bad. He always tells me all the bad stuff.
That's the most fun stuff, right?
I just told him, I said, buddy, you got to start with the good stuff first, man. Then tell me all your little mishaps throughout the day.
Hearing the jokes and everything that's happened during the day is pretty good. And the visits to the principal's office, and it's Knox, so that's, but then, when she does a great job as a transition, when she picks up a Naya from the middle school, then it's like Naya's turn to tell her from her day, you know what I mean? And so it's just like this 15-minute debriefing period for both kids that I think is super beneficial for them emotionally, of just like, hey, I get to tell mom everything. And so, I mean, sure, Naya's getting in middle school, and so there's this like awkward middle school girl but we're trying to kind of combat that relationally so that she feels safe to communicate to Heidi, communicate to me, communicate in front of her brothers of like what's going on. And the same with Knox, like, he's an emotional kid, helping him to be able to verbalize what's going on internally. And so I think if they have that platform and that place to communicate those things, then I think it sets them up for a life of success. And we're more than happy to sacrifice, stuff in order to be able to have those experiences with our kids. That's more important to us than, it's funny, we joke, people our age are normally on to their next house and on to their next things. We're looking at doing some different things, like building on and stuff, but it's like, in the 40s is when you kind of make the jumps in life, and we're well, we are great hanging out in the starter home. We joke around about hey, we live in someone's starter home, and so we're fine with that. Yeah, we're great with that, and we have fun with it. So
yeah, awesome. Yeah, I've heard like this analogy before, because you mentioned like even if Heidi was working, then all of her money would go to daycare, and I've like heard like if you really look at the value of a mom and like how much it would be to hire someone to like do your laundry, and then hire a cleaner to keep your home tidy and hire a cook or something, all that stuff would be way, way, way more expensive sometimes than even like what like a guy is making in some relationships.
We couldn't pay someone to do what she does.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're talking, 6 digits.
Yeah.
For just the amount of time
that
that she spends and does everything.
Aww.
Yeah.
Don't be getting a big head, okay?
No, it just touches my heart.
Yeah. So it's like, even though it might be like harder to measure because it's not like a numeric value or something, just like the value of a mom is like invaluable, and you can't measure like how well your kids are doing or how emotionally invested they are or how they're developing all the time, like you can't like super put a number to that per se, but those are all super valuable. So last question with both of you guys, and then Brad, you can get out of here because this is the Heidi episode. No, just kidding. But like we've got a lot of young people in the gym, and even just like at church who will probably watch this. And I don't know, like I feel like guys, they really want to like chase their dream and be supported in it. And like girls, they just really want to be seen and acknowledged and cared for. And like it can be hard to do both of those things for the guy and the girl, like in a marriage. So I don't know, any last kind of like realizations that helped you guys get to the point you're at now? Realizations or just like things that worked for you that you would tell younger people maybe getting into marriage?
I always say, I feel like I just, like this year, I have focused on this a lot, is I love Brad, and I will always love Brad.
No.
Again, I love Brad, but Brad can make me the maddest. I mean, but I love you, honey. Yeah. But I think it's very important, like as a wife, to always remember that you love your husband, and because I think it's easy for women to sometimes get resentful or to think that a man gets to do everything they want to do. Instead of like, when I'm at home all day, instead of like getting upset with Brad or being like, oh, I wish he was home more, it's more of like a narrative that's like, I love Brad. Why do I love Brad? And like just constantly fall in love with him throughout the day. And also with the whole starting a business and like BFIT is just knowing that if you love your husband, you want your husband to be happy. And so if he's happy and if he's doing what fulfills him, that's going to carry over to being a husband and being a dad. So even those times when you're right, a woman does want to be seen, a woman wants to be heard, she wants to know her heart's taken care of. So there are definitely times in the homestead where I'm like, dude, hello, I'm over here. But I do, at the end of the day, Brad's going to be happy, he's going to treat me good when he's doing what he loves. Yeah, I can't speak for a girl, obviously, but like I just know that even throughout my day, it's like if I get to do what I want to do, like if I get to work out or go on a run first thing of the day, I'm going to have a better day. Mm-hmm. Whereas like, I don't know, it's almost just kind of, it's like if you're selfish for a little bit, you're going to be selfless for a lot more. So I think that's really cool that you've been able to support Brad in that way. And like Brad, knowing that I love him and that I appreciate him, he's going to do his job better. Like the days, everyone could probably see it. Like if there's days that Brad and I have had a fight or something, working's harder for him. So it's like, I got to have your back, huh?
You got to have my back. Yeah, that's right. The thing I would say, it goes along with that narrative, is just like, if I love her, she respects me. And I think that's something that we have tried to operate off of in our 15 years of marriage, of like love and respect. You know, she needs love, I need respect. And we try to stay off that crazy cycle where if I'm not loving her, she in return disrespects me, creates more like disunity, her not feeling loved, and then her, you know, being like more like snappy or chippy with me, and so then I feel more disrespected, and then normally that builds and that creates problems. You know, well, why aren't you home? And she never really says that, but it's like, Brad, we've got this, and this. You know, why aren't you home? You know, the kids or this or that, and so it's one of those things of like this balance of like, hey, when she feels important, when she feels loved, when she feels taken care of, and she feels important, then like she can respect me a whole lot easier. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things of like, I have to do my job really well first with her. And not that your job, don't mean that at all. I have to make sure this relationship is satisfied. And then I can have the relationships outside of us in order to keep things, going in the direction we want. The only other thing I would say on that is, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., yeah, I do. I do text Heidi once or twice every day during class. So, I'm checking people in, but then I'm also sending my hot wife a good morning text,
Yeah.
And, because that's just something every day I try to make sure she knows, like, hey, I would love to be there with you in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So this is what I can do the best
That
thing.
is true.
Like.
I don't have you in the mornings.
No, you give me on Sunday mornings. Although I think you
Yep.
kind of enjoy that last hour and a half of sleeping. I'm not-
Sprawl out on the
Yeah.
bed a little bit.
It's just you and the dog, you and Cece. Don't let Cece take my spot, though,
Yeah.
Little 9-pound turd.
Yeah.
So you ready for
Great.
me to get out then? Am I dismissed? Is this
Yes. Yep. You're dismissed. You're
Well,
dismissed.
good
so-
luck.
Oh, peace.
Peace. Love you.
Very professional handshake. Nice. How long do you have till?
What time is
It
it?
is 1:51.
Probably just a little after 2.
Okay. Cool. Then you got to go pick up Bear.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Knox.
And Knox. Nice.
And then waste time at Sam's Club because then I have student council. And then
yeah.
pick her up at 4.
Wow. Busy evening. Hey, hopefully you guys can get some samples at Sam's Club though.
Always. Well, the boys get a pretzel and a drink.
Oh, fun. Nice. You can get some they've got like pizza and a drink for like $1.50 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, we eat
But-
there a lot.
Yes. Okay, now that Brad's gone, any embarrassing things that we need to know about him?
Probably a lot.
No, just kidding. Yeah, that was good stuff. So we have a lot of moms in our gym. It's actually our biggest demographic for everyone that didn't know. So like what, you kind of mentioned home life a little bit, but just that was in relation to like husband, wife. I don't know, what kind of routines or systems work for you as a full-time stay-at-home mom with 3 kiddos?
Like for working out?
No, just
Or
like
just life?
just life, just taking care of the family, keeping them all alive.
Oh, I'm probably a little too systematic, but it works for us. Well, I always like to wake up before the children because I have learned that if they wake up before me, I'm kind of grouchy.
Uh-oh.
So I have to wake up way before they wake up.
Okay.
Then I go take the dog out. Then I have my little quiet time. Then I go get my tea ready, get the kids' breakfast ready and lunches ready, and then I wake them up.
Wow.
I think I've always loved exercise. So exercise is not a job for me. It's more like have to do it to survive.
Yep.
So like I don't remember a time in my life when I didn't exercise. Like even my parents, they always exercise. So I think it was just kind of embedded in me at a young age.
Yeah, you saw it growing up. Yeah.
So that's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly what you want. Like just a typical day.
Yeah, that was good. Anything specific you do in the evenings? I guess Brad said you like. Sounds like you're kind of like intentionally talking to each kiddo.
Oh yeah, I
too,
think that's
and
very
everything.
important. Like
Yeah.
I feel like when the kids are done with school, they've had a lot of emotions. They've also held everything in to be these so-called perfect little kids at school. So when they get in the car, they have a lot of emotions or a lot of things to say that they've held in all day. So that's something I did tell Brad. I was like, I don't know if I could ever go back to work because I don't think I'm ever willing to like sacrifice that time with the kids because I feel like as soon as you get home, they're off getting snacks and having their chill out time.
Yeah.
So, which I also think is very important when they get home from school, their little bodies and brains have been going nonstop. So they always get chill out time and fun snacks.
Yes.
Not necessarily healthy snacks.
Yes.
But I don't know because I feel like I don't know if I have any tips or anything for moms because I feel like everyone has. I stay home, so it probably looks a lot different than a working mom.
Yeah. That is true. Getting off the bus from school was always the most fun time, as a wee little student. What would you say has been the most challenging part about being a mom?
Definitely wearing all my kids' pain all the time.
Aw.
So when their hearts are broken, mine's broken.
Yeah.
Also, I think for like staying home, being a stay-home mom, is like having conversations with little people all the time, but not a lot of conversations with adults, which is why I do like coming to BFIT. Mm-hmm. And I notice like the days that I come to BFIT and work out, I'm usually better with the kids than if I'm staying at home all day with them. Just because it's fun, I would never take it. I mean, I would never change it. However, you do feel alone sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So you're getting like your adult interaction when you come to the gym?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's good. That is good. How has the gym helped you? I'm going to start that whole question over. How has the gym helped you in your day-to-day life? Because I don't know, for me, even just more than the physical, it's like a good practice of just like how I talk to myself mentally. I don't know. Are there any like strategies or just like specific ways it's helped you other than just like, staying healthy?
Yeah, I think, it's helped with a lot of things. I feel like I hate to throw out the like anxiety word out, but I do think I probably worry a lot about my kids and about life and about our world. And I am a go, go, go. I don't ever like stop. And so I think for me, working out helps me slow down because even when I'm working out, I want to go as hard as I can, but I'm also like focusing on my breathing just to help me relax.
Yeah.
And I feel like working out honestly gets my mind right for the rest of the day too. Something about working out real hard, feeling like you're going to die,
Yep.
collapsing on the floor,
Yes.
then you're like, okay, I can be a mom. I'm ready to go now.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was always a runner, and then I taught aerobics at the Y for 12 years, and then I switched over. So I didn't actually do full-time CrossFit until Knox was 2 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So I do feel like I love teaching at the Y. That was something I very much enjoyed. But when Anaya started kindergarten is when I started doing CrossFit like full time.
Okay.
And something about cheering people on in CrossFit and like working out with people, doing like the hardest type of exercise.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels really cool.
Yeah. Suffering together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how old is Anaya now? Is she like 12 or 13?
She's 11.
11? Okay.
A very tall 11-year-old.
Yeah, I know, right? So you've only been doing CrossFit for like or strength stuff in general for about 11 years then?
11. Let's see. I started when she was full-time CrossFit when she was 5.
Okay.
So like
Gotcha.
a little over 6 years. When I taught aerobics, we did like toning classes, but I did not lift.
Yeah, that's not
Heavy.
like strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
actually, I think Brad has a picture of my first competition. It was here at BFIT, and I was doing a clean, and he took a picture of me totally failing the clean because I had no clue what the form was supposed to look like.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no. And then he's like, all right, we got to get you in the gym, Heidi.
Well, yeah, but he would always say, I don't really have time to like work on all the stuff you need to be worked on. So at home, he would get a broom and he would show me the lifts.
Nice. Super encouraging. Super encouraging. Thanks. So you have more of like a cardio-ish background then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ran cross country,
Yep.
track.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's helped you working out?
Yes, because I do think running, you know this, Jack, it's like a total mental thing. And there's something about like those long runs where you can like just kind of go in another place, whether you're listening to music or like a lot of times I would pray. And I just feel like it definitely helps you be able to go a little longer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love it too. Like, I'm at my like strongest point right now in the gym. But so like I'm encouraged and it's fun, but there's just something about like being at your strongest point, like running wise, that like if I hit like a 10-mile run or something, I'm just like, dude, someone could like shoot me right now and I'd be fine. You just feel invincible, you know?
Yeah.
You really do. But
I do think exercise like does something to your body where you feel like you have superpowers.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do wish though that like someone had showed me like strength training earlier, because like I love it now and there's definitely a lot more benefits to it than just, long distance running.
Yeah.
Long term, at least. So yeah, that's why I asked like if you felt it helped, because it's definitely like helped me with longer workouts. But I'm like, man, I wish I would have like lifted little weights when I was growing up or something too. But
I used to lift with my dad in the garage. My dad was totally a garage lifter.
oh, nice.
We did a lot of concentration curls.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice, nice. What did your dad do for work?
For work?
Yeah.
He was the director at the Kansas City Star.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was the last one to walk out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Started as just like a newspaper route guy who just threw newspapers, and then worked all the way up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Kelly Kennedy.
Yeah.
Coolest
wow.
guy out there.
But they're not in business anymore, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
He was the last one to lock up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness. What's he doing nowadays?
Loving life, hanging out with Bear and Anaya and Knox and his other. He has 12 grandkids, so.
Yep.
And he works like he loves to help at the homeless shelter and the crossing.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
That is awesome. It's 2:01, so last question. We can end on this. I feel like the biggest thing I hear, like, when people are talking about you is like, oh my gosh, it's Heidi. She's always so happy when she comes into the gym, or like she tells me hi, you know. People just see, you know, your joy just coming off of you whenever you're in the gym. So I don't know. That's not like something that comes easy for people. So like, how is joy something that's easy for you? Does it feel easy for you? Where does it come from? I don't know. Just wanted to kind of talk about that for a little bit.
I think I've always like had that thing where I want like people to feel special, because I think if I'm not being noticed, or I know how that feels, so I hate that feeling, and I don't want anyone else to have that feeling. And honestly, if my husband didn't own a CrossFit gym, I probably would have never stepped foot in CrossFit, because I would have been too intimidated, and I'm not the cliquey girl, so I would have probably been too nervous. Like, there'd already be groups started, so I wouldn't know what group I fit into.
Yeah.
So I never want people to feel that. Like, I always want people to feel special, feel loved, and know that, like, they can do anything, and I don't want them to ever feel alone.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. It's kind of like sometimes like our worst thing, not our worst thing, but just our worst like wound or something, I don't know what to call it, can become like our greatest talent. It's like, oh, I hate feeling this way, and so I don't want someone else to feel that way. So
I'm a middle child, so I probably always felt left out.
Yeah.
So I don't want anyone to feel left out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That, I can't imagine, that must have been a fun household with you and Taylor and Holly. So.
Yep, crazy Kennedys.
Yes, yeah. That's awesome. Well, any last words before you go pick up Bear and Noxie Boy?
Just that I love BFIT. Thank you, BFIT family, for loving my husband and loving our family.
Yeah.
BFIT's the best.
Awesome. It is. All right. Well, that wraps it up. I'll probably hit an outro in that chair, but trying to think of what to say. Yeah, I'll hit an outro in that chair. So thanks for joining us, Heidi.
Thank you.
For sharing your wisdom. And yeah, that was a lot of fun bringing Brad on here as well. So it's cool. Thanks.